Hello all, good morning and good evening. Today I'm going to present the field service lightning, and in today's agenda, I'm going to cover what Salesforce field service lightning is, what are their features and benefits of SFSL, and the field players of actors and their roles and responsibilities. Also, we're going to cover that field service work order life cycle, field service process, and field service mobile application. So moving next slide, I'm going to brief about like what is Salesforce field service lighting is. So Salesforce is providing a comprehensive view of workforce management, and it's an expanded services cloud offering which is provided by the field service lightning. So through the field service lightning, we can track the each and every activity of the every roles which going to perform in field service lightning. Also, we can track the inventory stocks. Also, it's provide the functionality which we going to support through the mobile and dispatching the order, scheduling the order, or real-time activities. Also, it provides the ability to bring the three important elements which is required for every business. So same like it's important for field service lighting also. And these are customers, products, and workforce. So in this current slide, I'm going to talk about the features and benefits of FSL. So as we can see that FSL provide different features like we can manage the order, we can manage the inventory or stock. Also, we can manage the scheduling and dispatching related to work order. And also, it's provide a service to support the field service via mobile application. With these features, that customer or we can say organization both gets benefits, and these benefits are we can say it's real-time updates for technician in the field service. Also, it's improved the communication with the customer, or it connects the customer agents and dispatcher with technician on the single platform. Also, it provides the automate features, and we can do just because of configuration, each and activity we can perform by the admin in the Salesforce in the field service lightning application. So now we're going to see that field service players and actors. So what field service players and actors are? So these are not generic terms. These players and actors words is provided by the field service lightning. So first we can see that administrator. As we know that administrator is the heart of any application. Why? Because administrator can set up the system, they can understand the business requirements, and according to business requirement, they set up the users into system, they create the permission set, they create the record setup and other requirement which is required according to business requirement. Next is service agents. So service agents nothing. They receive the call from the customer. They understand the issue of the customer. They input all the details into the system based on confirmation by the customer, what issue customer they are facing, what address, and what the availability of the customer and location. All these things they take the inputs from the customer and update it into the system via work orders. After that work order is created by the service agent, this goes to next for the dispatcher. So dispatcher's roles is like they can manage the jobs, and according to jobs or skill set, they assign these that work orders to the technician, and technician can accept or receive the request. And based on receive the customer, they can visit the customer place. As previous slides, we cover the actors and players. Now we're going to cover the brief responsibilities which I explained in the previous slide. So as I mentioned that admin, so they can set up the application according to the business requirement. Say they created permission set and other setup which is required for data or which is required for user. And service agent, they take the calls from the customer or whatever customer is the request via the phone, via the website or any communication channel. They create the case into the system and also create the work order. After creating the work order, they create appointments based on the confirmation by the customer. Next is dispatcher. So dispatcher roles and responsibilities is like to assign the jobs based on skills, ability, and the location, and track the schedule and the status. And next is field technician. So that field technician, they can accept or reject the request, and they can manage the job from the mobile. Also, they can perform the work at customer location, and they can update the job status like that service is in progress, partially completed, or is completed, or they facing any issues. So these are the roles and responsibilities according to profile which is provided by the field service lightning. Now we can see that field service lightning work order lifecycle high level. So first is account. So as we know that account is a standard object which is provided by the Salesforce, and we in account we store the all customer related information like any organization, company or address, phone number, and other details which is related to account, or field service technician can deliver the service according to account information. In work order created, that customer service representative or we can say salesperson, they generate the work orders from the opportunity cases or manually. So that work orders, work type, we can say different type of work order we can create. It could be like preventive maintenance, repair these things, or the installation of equipment. So this kind of work we can create in the work order. Work order and scheduler. So that scheduler is they assign the resource, and they assign the resource on the specific date and specific time for these services. Next is work order dispatch. So work orders dispatch is nothing. They are the technician who can accept and reject the work order and provide the service at the customer place. Also, they can track and update the things through a mobile application. Next is work order invoice. So work order invoice, the, the service manager, they can access each and activity of the technician, or they can create the invoice and send to the customer after completed the services. Let's understand field service level process with some examples. For example, like customer facing an issue or they want to install the router at their home. So customer creates the issue via phone, via website or any communication channel. That request goes to some organization. So that organization, maybe they have some people who can take the call, who can install the router. So for that, we have to manage the all things at one place. Also, we need some people. So field service process, level process help in this way. So this request goes to the customer agent. They take the call from the customer. They understand the issue of the customer. They take the appointments, and after that they create the case or orders and book appointments according to availability. And after that, that request or we can say work order goes through the dispatcher. The dispatcher analyze the issue, understand the job, like which kind of issues there in the system, and according to that job, They schedule the field technician or manage the job and assign that work order according to skill set, location, territories, and the availability. Once the work order is received by the field technician, they can visit the customer place, they can understand the customer issue, and if they if they find like any equipment is required for the installation, they can update the same via mobile. And after completed the service, they can take the feedback from the customer. So also we can track like field customer satisfaction level, that customer is happy, that work is in progress, or any issue is facing at the customer place. So generally we follow its field service process, and which is provided by Field Service Lightning. Next is Field Service Mobile Application. So it is designed basically for mobile and tablets, and with these features that technician can help and easy to navigate at the customer location. It provides a customization, navigation. Also, if technician wants to enter any requirements according to business or according to customer, so they can enter the data into the system via phone. Also, they can scan the equipment of the barcode and access the update information via offline. So now we can see like how it will very helpful for the organization as well as customer, and we can track each and activity on single platform. Thank you all. So now I'm going to hand over this session to Pawan, and the floor is open for question and answer. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, so uh, so we have opened the chat box. You can post. You all can post your questions in Q&A section. Uh, you can see Q&A. You can post there a question and then we can answer. No question received as of now. Okay,
So
we received
Pawan,
one
yeah.
question. How do you capture signatures? So signature, so on the record, on the work order, there is a integrations uh, to the DocuSign. and in the DocuSign we can capture. There is an integration available, and on the field label they can mark it as done with the statuses. So for signature capturing, if they have to sign, then there is an integration available. But if they have to mark their work order to be done, then it is with the statuses. We will wait 2 more minutes. Um, Please feel free to post your queries. Okay, time is over. We are wrapping up the session. Feel free, feel free to post it the questions as our channel at our channel. So, thanks everyone.